we're finally heading to the beach slash pool. Pool number 1. Pool number 2. And there's the ocean. Oh, so fun. Hello, it's Doris with Aldi Books. It's September 15th. So we're right exactly halfway through Shorty September. And I thought I would do a little currently reading. So I spoke about Susan Sontag's On Photography yesterday in my little short blog, and I read like the introduction in that one. So I read the first essay in the collection, and to be honest, I feel the same way. I'm not loving her writing. I understand that it's fabulous, but it's just not for me. I'm not into philosophy, and while I do love photography and I do love art, I don't like art criticism either. I like learning like the background of art pieces, but this one's just too much for me. However, I'm still going to continue with it because she does put little nuggets that really are intellectually stimulating, that grab my attention. So in this one, she says, much of modern art is devoted to lowering the threshold of what is terrible by getting used to what formerly we could not bear to see or hear because it was too shocking, painful, or embarrassing. Art changes morals. So I really like that idea, and I think it's true. And I think some people see that in a negative light, like our morals are getting looser. But I mean, it depends on what it is and your perspective. But if being more accepting of others for whatever differences they have is your morals getting looser, I'm all for it. Okay, I'm all for it. Anyway, so I'm going to keep up with that one. I started Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, and this is translated from the Japanese by Jeffrey Trusselot. Anyway, this is a time traveling book. So you go in the coffee shop. I think everybody knows this one by now. You go, it's really hot here. I mean, it's not hot, but I'm sweating. Anyway, sorry. You go in the coffee shop and you can go back in time, and there's all these rules connected with it. So essentially this is for short stories in one little novel. They're connected. They're all time traveling in this coffee shop. So I read the first one, which was called Lovers or Young Lovers. It's a young couple. She's like 27 and he's maybe 24. He's a little younger. They're high-powered business world, engineering, and in the introduction to the story, she thinks he's breaking up with her. He's moving to America to pursue his dreams, and she yells at him about it, and he leaves. And it's just one of those stories that, if they just talk about it, it would be fine. Like, so there's no reason for her to travel back in time to talk to him. Get on the phone and talk to him. Like, I didn't see the point of it at all. And the repetition of the rules just over and over again. I got it the first time and she did too. So I'm actually DNFing this one. I just found it incredibly boring. Not for me. So yeah, I hope that wasn't too much of an unpopular opinion. I should have said it more mildly, but you know, that's how I feel. And it's hot, I'm sweating. So then I picked up this one, Chinese Menu, The History, Myths, and Legends Behind Your Favorite Foods by Grace Lin. And it is absolutely delightful. This is like my fourth or fifth book by Grace Lin. She's a middle grade author, and her writing is just always very charming. She's from Taiwan, and she writes a lot, you know, all of her stories are related to her heritage, and I think she writes them for her daughters. But this one is centered around Chinese food and, you know, the history or myths behind the different foods. And so I read the first section about chopsticks, and it was just absolutely delightful. And I will enjoy reading that and hopefully finish it this weekend, extended weekend, because I have Monday and Tuesday off for Mid-Autumn Festival here in China. So then I picked back up the Reformatory by Tanana Review, and I really only read 4 or 5 pages because we were, you know, sitting around chatting with friends, but I don't really have anything to add about this at the moment. I'm just kind of settling back into it since it's been about a month since I picked it up last. It's set in North Florida during the reformatory, you know, boys and young men sent for rehabilitation when they really didn't do anything, much of anything, and work farms and abuse and deaths, horrific things. But there's ghosties in here, which I really enjoyed that part. I do remember. But anyway, yeah, that's what's going on. So I'm gonna relax and hopefully get a little more reading done and some more fun tonight. So yeah, enjoy. I sure am. This view is pretty cool too. Whoa.
Yeah, in it, between that's the worst. No, I don't get that. It's the